Bowman, Stenhouse, Larson, 3 Chevys leading Hamlin's Toyota and Ryan Blaney's Ford to the green flag in Bristol.
Well, we see right off the bat there, Alex Bowman get a great start to launch out into the lead, and now is when the guessing game starts. Will this racetrack take rubber? Will it not? And I think that for the drivers, they don't really know how hard to go right here. Do I need to take care of my tires? Do I need to go full speed? What do I need to do? So this is kind of a wait and see game.
I think I want to go get settled in line, right? First and foremost, want to get single file and then figure that out.
Still there, half. Still in there.
Ty Gibbs, 54, couldn't get in line there for third, so he's aiming at second spot. We're about 4 cars on the outside making time here, but Christopher Bell slides up the hill in turn 2, drops back a bit.
Allmendinger got down, he found a hole, and I think you're probably going to hear communication with this 54 car. Find me a hole, please. Oh, almost had it there. Filled the gap, Keselowski.
Yeah,
no can do.
And that was Keselowski's job right there, right? Like he knew that car wanted down. Stay in contact with that car in front of you. Don't let him down. Take that track position the easy way by keeping that guy hung out.
So here's Allmendinger, who was half a straightaway behind Gibbs in the high groove. He found a hole on the bottom and now goes on by. And Gibbs, is he going to get in front of Zane Smith? Just barely.
Clear.
Kyle Busch trying to move forward, and right behind him, Jesse Love in his first ever Cup race. Love won an ARCA Menards West race at the age of 15, moved up into the National Series, where he got a title in the ARCA Series, Rookie of the Year in Xfinity last year. At 20 years old, he's starting his first ever Cup race and doing it for RCR with Kyle Busch as a mentor.
And he's right in the Hornets' nest, Kevin. That's exactly, of all the places I don't want to be on the racetrack, it's right there. Trying to learn, trying to get down, right, and they are not going to cut that rookie any slack.
Well, I love trial by fire. I think being in the middle of that hornet's nest is where you learn the most, to be able to understand how all of this works. But right now he's up on the outside, and I don't know that's where he wants to be for sure.
Austin Cindric right behind Busch is going to leave no room for Love to get in line.
Oh boy! Reddick really sideways right there.
Guys, I think the front of the field has the pace. You know, the reins pulled back, kind of like a horse race, right?
Up and around the outside, Denny Hamlin did get his spot back. Justin Haley raced up to second, and Larson has pushed the go button. He takes the lead from teammate Alex Bowman.
Yeah, and all of these guys have been in tire conservation mode, but this racetrack is starting to take a little bit of rubber as. Yeah, but he's right. All that debris is not at the top of the racetrack. You see right there, it's all clean. So that's a good sign for the rubber going down the racetrack. And Kyle Larson has just decided the tires aren't tearing up. I'm going to drive off and go run some normal lap times here. And he is on the gas right now, Clint.
Ooh, careful.
And don't leave a lot of room, do they? Now, Kyle Busch has got up and against the wall here, coming up off the corner.
Priest is putting up a heck of a fight, Mike.
With 7 laps to go, he's hanging tough.
Well, he took his preferred line away. We know that he wants to get back on that outside line. That's how he passed everybody, kind of outside ins and was moving around. Now he's pinned down on the bottom, took his exit away.
Well, and there's another car in front of him on the bottom of the racetrack as well. So Ryan knows that he had Larson pinned in right there, and this is the race to get to the end of the stage.
And Larson just can't sit on this behind Ryan Preece because Denny Hamlin has cut his lead. There's Hamlin down to 0.8 of a second.
And that's typical Bristol. You get stuck in traffic, you get cars that are hard to pass, hold you up, and it allows that guy in second place to run right in on you really quickly.
Look so Larson, top to bottom at turn 2, gets even with Preece down the backstretch and
can't get clear.
No.
And there you see the other problem. Michael McDowell on the bottom of the racetrack. Now he's going to be clear of Ryan Preece, so he's going to have the option of wherever he wants to run, right back to the top of the racetrack for Kyle Larson.
Larson all alone now. He's got a big buffer between himself and Hamlin, and wins the stage. Green to checker. And I believe Preece got past McDowell to be the first car one lap down.
Hard to get going on the inside. Always a challenge.
Here we go for stage 2.
Well, you nailed that one, Clint. We saw Denny Hamlin immediately struggle right there and lost a couple spots right off the bat to the outside row. And the thing that we're going to see different this time is you're going to see everybody hammer down. They know that the tires are no longer an issue. See Ty Gibbs up on the outside, and now Carson Hocevar around for second place.
How about Hocevar? Started this race at the back of the top 10, worked his way up to 5th at the stage break, trying for the lead, along with his teammate Justin Haley.
Yeah, those two Spire cars look fantastic today. Gripping and ripping. But how about Ty Gibbs? He fell back at the beginning of that race. The guys got him a couple spots there on the pits. We're back in the game. These Gibbs cars are here.
Kyle Larson, he's put the lap time down to his fast lap is a 15:39, and he did that on lap 144. So
they're literally a half a second. Whoa, stacking up here. Keselowski in front of Elliott in the way. Elliott is not happy. They're a half a second faster taking off this time than that first run. Oh man, that wasn't Keselowski's fault.
That's what started that. And that was the aftermath.
And a lot of that was probably just Bubba Wallace trying to diamond that corner coming down the hill, and I don't think that Brad really anticipated him coming back down all the way into that bottom lane. So stuff that can happen here at Bristol as you have cars running different lanes.
So it's still Josh Berry there, first car on the outside, but now he's back at 19th place.
That was as close as it gets right there, rooting him out of the way.
Like
Sinhouse not happy about it. Briscoe moved him out of the way. Got to go, time.
Got himself back down in line and not going to be close enough to retaliate.
So if you're going to pass this way, you better be darn sure that car can't get back to your rear bumper right away.
Really good point. You can move them. There's still a lot of racing left.
Alex Bowman started. And the first caution of the day for cause waves at lap 178. Van Gisbergen had already gone 2 laps down and spins in turn 2. And it looks like Ryan Preece, who fought hard to stay away from 1 lap down.
Well, I think that's where that he's trying to get up here in the top right. Watch Shane Van Gisbergen get to the inside of him, runs out of real estate trying to squeeze and gets loose, corrects, get up into this door, way they both go. That's racing at Bristol. There she goes right there.
That's the lug nut off the left side. And the wheel and tire, that left, started rolling down pit road.
Oh my gosh.
And here in the middle of a pit stop,
look out!
Suarez crew comes around and just misses being hit by that errant wheel and tire.
Well, that was really, really lucky that that tire did not hit that crew member. That would have been a bad deal.
Did they get that tire?
I'd keep it. And this is going to be a big test right here to see if those new tires can make any ground on these guys up front.
Denny's slipping a little bit. Haley was right there knocking on the door. Here comes Bowman to the inside.
We talk about those tires. Those sticker tires are always better when you fire off. So once we get past 2, 3, 4, 5 laps, that's when things will start to even out on the guys that stayed out. You see Bell up there on the top of the racetrack, and as more guys keep running up there, I see more and more cars going to the top of the racetrack. And when that rubber's up, that racetrack is ground a little bit different than the rest of the racetrack in that top lane. So it's got bigger chunks taken out of the concrete. So it tends to take a little bit longer to get that rubber in, but once it does, it's like a light switch, and these guys are going to be hunting the top of that track. And if the PJ1 on the bottom of the racetrack wears out a little bit and just loses just a touch of speed.
Final lap of the stage. Kyle Larson, 66 stage wins, tying Martin Truex Jr. for first on the all-time list. Christopher Bell battling his teammate for fourth.
Whoa,
and
he almost wrecked. Same exact spot that Briscoe about lost it. Right in the middle of the racetrack.
Yeah, and from a driver's standpoint, you see that clean racetrack. You have fresh tires on the race car, and you're just constantly testing that grip to let that car roll a little bit faster, feed it a little more throttle, and it just snaps on Christopher Bell.
And here comes William Byron into the picture. He is a player for the first time today.
See that 20 car right there, just so close.
Blowing up.
Dang it.
Blowing up.
I heard it. Start watching him drop positions, and I heard it come by. You could hear it down a cylinder. This car's starting to smoke. It ain't going to be long, guys. It's going to grenade soon. He's losing a lot of speed down the straightaways now. Blue smoke, never good, Larry.
So Bell pitted from 9th place, and the way they get around here, he comes back on track in 23rd, 2 laps down. Austin Cindric also pitting. Larry?
Yeah, I have no idea why they're pitting, Mike. Again, they were all on pit road at lap 258. Where you go back racing 265. There's not a lot of fall off, as you see now. Also, Ty Gibbs hitting pit road. They are pitting very, very early than what they had to do. They should be able to go to at least lap 440.
Maybe just trying to do something different. There's no way that you're going to beat him with the track position that he has, and that's him.
Ross Chastain from 4th place.
Very nerve-wracking if I'm that Kyle Larson team right now. This is the only thing that can knock us out of this thing. Be careful here, make no mistakes, and make sure that caution doesn't come out.
Regan.
And you see Carson Hocevar on the right side of the screen as they have trouble with the left rear. This is going to be devastating for them. The car had been a little bit too tight and a long pit stop here.
Fell off the jack. That's a costly error in a great race car.
Well, that's what it comes down to. You have to dot all the I's and cross all the T's on a week-to-week basis and on the money stop right here. But I think a lot of these guys are pitting right now because it's 4 to 5 tenths of a second a lap. And if you hang out like William Byron did last week and you lose the lead and you lose that track position, you just get behind.
So Larson has gotten past Ryan Preece, and Bubba Wallace is going to go a lap down here, perhaps to Blaney, and that would put Wallace in the free pass position.
Denny Hamlin's run this Larson down too. Keep an eye on that as they're trying to run down your leader Blaney. Denny's caught him. There was a huge difference between that 5 and the 11. Not so much anymore.
Larson about 2/10 of a second a lap quicker than Blaney over the last few laps.
Good lap times out of this 12 car on old tires. Larry, what do you got?
Right now, though, if the caution comes out in the next 10 to 15 laps and Blaney's not pitted, he's got the whole field a lap down. Yeah, Tyler Reddick would get the free pass. Everybody else would be forced to take the waiver round and have to stay out.
Oh, a caution would work out for this 12. And man, what a repay after the week he had last weekend. A heartbreaker at Darlington. He had that, what do you have the lead for, about 2/10 of a second?
As you saw, Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney came to pit road for fuel and tires. That will cycle the lead back to Kyle Larson with 58 laps to go ahead of Hamlin, Gibbs, and Briscoe. Blaney comes out in 9th. And Reddick in 18th. Now Blaney was 4th before the pit cycle. Denny Hamlin trying for 3 in a row. Kyle Larson trying to break that up after leading 362 laps so far. Pretty dominating performance.
I tell you what, you get that thing in clean air, and that 5 car is a rocket ship.
As we see a battle for 3rd place here between teammates.
Gibbs and Briscoe with 2 to go.
You know, for Larson, I know he's got to be thinking about this truck race now. I mean, so close to the sweep.
Finished second, had a chance to win it. Late caution foiled his chance, or he would be grabbing the broom that Kyle Busch has used here twice, sweeping the weekend.
And that's what he's after. He wants one of those bad. He's tried at Homestead, tried here, so close.
The goal today was to win one for John. In the memory of John Edwards, Kyle Larson dominates and wins Bristol.
Congrats, pit crew, too.
That's at least, what, 4th gear there, Kevin?
I was, well, when he was up on the rev limiter right there, I'm like, man, we need to find another gear.
Another one?
Apparently he found it.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.